Well, good afternoon, everyone. Russell Peden here with day number 3 of the 5-day Facebook prospecting crash course. Today, we're going to get into some nitty-gritty stuff when it comes to Facebook. But before we get into the training, I wanted to just point out a couple of things that I've learned about Facebook. Keep in mind, guys, those of you that know me and those of you that don't know me, I have built a very successful network marketing business completely offline, I guess using what some people might call today kind of old school network marketing. I call them traditional network marketing methods. I've only been in one network marketing company my entire life for the last 25 years. About 10 days from now, it will be my 25th anniversary in network marketing with the same company. I've earned millions of dollars. I built an organization of just over 90,000 associates that have produced over 450,000 customers. I did it completely offline using traditional network marketing strategies. And one of my goals for 2018, as some of you know, was to learn and master this internet game, or what we call the social media marketing game, because I believe that social media is here to stay, and there's a whole segment of my industry, network marketing, that is heavily involved in the social media and the internet. And I believe there's a way to solidly build a business, at least prospect and recruit associates and distributors online, and even market your products using social media and the internet. So I committed to learn that, and here's some of the things I've learned that I think I want to share with you guys that maybe you didn't really understand like I did. As much as I've been talking for the last couple of days about how social media is just like any other social engagement, a social platform. Like I keep comparing it to a cocktail party or a dinner party or a birthday party when it comes to how we engage with people on social media. But I also want you to realize that Facebook specifically is not just a social media platform only. It is a marketing platform, an advertising platform. Think about this. Facebook, what does Facebook sell? They've got 1 billion people on Facebook, 1 billion users, I should say, and which they paid $0 to attract. We signed up for free. We invited our friends and family and others to join for free. So Facebook got all of their users with 0 costs and free. So how does Mark Zuckerberg and the guys at Facebook make all their money? You're right, through marketing, through advertising. They sell advertising to advertisers, and what they sell them is the 1 billion people they have on Facebook, all of their information that we share for free. And they use that information because they track everything that we do. By the way, when you created your Facebook account, if you didn't, like most of you probably didn't read your terms and conditions, you actually gave up your right to privacy when you signed and created your Facebook account, which means that all the information that you put on Facebook is public, and it's being tracked, and it's being used and sold to other marketers and companies and advertisers, as you probably already picked up, who use Facebook. So I just wanted to point out that little distinctive that kind of hit me like a ton of bricks, that Facebook isn't just a social platform, it's a marketing platform. And businesses, thousands and thousands of businesses, tens of thousands of businesses and business owners are using Facebook to market, to find customers, to market their products, to market their education courses, to market their causes, their organizations, whatever it is, and we need to do the same thing. We need to utilize the social aspect of Facebook, because that's what we're all about. I'm assuming that most of you are involved in network marketing, like I am, so that's where the networking part of what we do comes from. Just like we network with our friends and family and people that we come in contact with, we use Facebook to network with people who we want to connect with. But the marketing part is where I want you to talk, what I want you to understand. See, it's network marketing. We network, we utilize our network, or we grow our network, and then we market our product or services or even our business opportunity to our network. So I want to show you how to leverage Facebook's network and how to leverage Facebook's marketing side as well. But primarily, I'm not talking about buying ads or anything like that, guys. I'm just talking about utilizing Facebook from networking and marketing without spending any money at all. Now, you can certainly run ads and do all that stuff, but this week's training is all about how to generate prospects and associates and distributors using $0, because that's what I'm committed to learning. That's what I'm learning from my coach, Lisa Torres. So anyway, guys, but the first thing you want to do if you're going to network and then market on Facebook is you want to make sure that you got your Facebook profile set up correctly. There's a few things that you want to, let me just get my screen set up here, right? Sorry. There are a few things you want to do to make sure that your Facebook profile is attractive, that it's exciting, and that you are going to be able to attract the kind of potential people, customers, clients, potential associates and distributors to you. Because people, remember, people like themselves, and they do business with people that they know, like, and trust. So we want to help you understand some of the rules of the game when it comes to Facebook. Now, I realize, maybe like you, my company has encouraged us to plaster Facebook with information about our company logos. There are people at my company who utilize our company's logo as their profile pic and all this stuff. And really all they're doing is building brand awareness for the company. I'm sure your company is doing the same thing, as opposed to building their own personal brand, which is really what we're all about. We're trying to market ourselves so that we can market more products and recruit more associates and build our teams. So here's a couple of Facebook no-nos. Do not mention the name of your company anywhere on your Facebook profile or your Facebook wall. Do not mention the name of your products. You know, what do you mean? Don't name my company. Don't mention my products. Well, that's what I'm doing. Well, here's one of the reasons that my coach Lisa shares why you want to do it. Because if you'll put the name of your company and your products, and I've seen people post discounts and discount codes and all this stuff on their Facebook posts or on their wall. And here's what, in today's very connected society, if I come across you and I go to your Facebook profile and I see that you got all this stuff about your business and your company, all that stuff, all I've got to do is open up a new browser tab, go to Google and type in the name of your company, and I'll find out everything I want to know about your company, your products, your services, what people like about them, what they don't. How many of you have ever had someone in your business Google the company that you're all about, and they found some negative post or some negative video that someone put out there about your company, your products, about how it doesn't work or it's a scam or something like that? We know that for the most part, those are not true. I mean, there are a few scams out there, but for the most part, most of us are working with legitimate companies that have been around for a long time, marketing great products and services through this fantastic industry that we call network marketing. But my point is that people will go out there and just utilize the internet to find out everything you want to know about your company, instead of reaching out to you, like we talked about yesterday, to find out about your products and services in a way that you can deliver the information to them that's in a way that they want, in a way that you can control, and a way that will be most beneficial to both you and them. So this is why you don't want to mention the company, show pictures of your products and all that stuff yet. And you don't want to spam people, which means you don't want to go to people's pages and post information about your product. Just like yesterday, you wouldn't just start, go to your neighbor's house and stick a sign in their yard about your business. You don't want to, or you just wouldn't do that. So you don't want to do that either. You don't want to spam people, meaning that you don't want to just post links about your business, links to your personal website, your company website, your hub site, or whatever it is. You don't want to do any of that. You don't want to do that in groups either. These Facebook groups that you're part of, you don't want to just go there and start pasting links about your products and services and any of that stuff, because the same thing, people will find out everything they want to find out about your company and your product without having to ever connect with you. And what's even worse, they might end up going out there, find out about your company or your product or service, find it interesting, but then end up connecting with someone else in your company who's been doing a better job of marketing, quote unquote, than you were. And I don't know how many of you have ever had someone that you were talking to about your product or service or business opportunity, you find out that later they end up signing up with someone else. That's happened to me dozens and dozens of times in kind of the offline traditional network marketing world. But here on Facebook, same thing can happen, and you want to be trying to reduce the risk of that happening as best you possibly can. So let's keep going down the list here. The other thing you don't want to talk about your opportunity right away. You don't want to, again, to shove your opportunity down someone's throat, just like you wouldn't do it if you were talking to them at a cocktail party or if you met them somewhere. Even if you're introducing them by a friend, you wouldn't immediately say, hey, let me share my fantastic business opportunity with my company, blah, 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 blah. You don't want to do that because you want to find out, number one, if they're a good prospect. Right now, you just suspect that they might be someone that might be interested. Then you want to find out if they're a prospect by engaging them in conversation, find out more about them, be more interested in them instead of interesting to them, so that you can find out if they're a fit, and if you'll do that, you'll find that they will tell you everything that you need to know, so you know how to approach them with your product, service, and your business opportunity. The next thing is don't be fake. I know in our industry sometimes we say fake it till you make it. Act like you want to have the nice car in the house and spend more money so you look like you're having success. I believe that you have to have an attitude, a philosophy, a belief that you're a winner and that you're a top leader, a top income earner, but you don't want to fake it. You don't want to lie or misrepresent anything when it comes to your Facebook profile because, again, in this internet world that we live in, this connected world, people will find out if you're being fake or not, and when they do, you lose all credibility. The next thing is you don't want to be negative. You know what? And I've got to tell you, this is a tough one for me sometimes because I'm when it comes to politics, I'm very vocal about my political stance, my political beliefs. And, there's a lot of things out there I don't like, and some things I just want to comment. Sometimes I'll get a great video or a comment or a joke to someone sitting there. I just want to put it out there. But I know that there are people out there who are potential clients, customers, and associates and distributors of mine that may not agree with me and my beliefs. So I don't want to put anything out there that may be viewed negatively. I don't want to be negative. I don't want to talk bad, argue, fight, cuss, any of that stuff on my Facebook profile because people are going to see that and they're going to immediately think that's you. Now I realize they say, what's that old saying that it's never too soon to make a first impression. I think that I may have screwed that up, but you know what I mean. When people come to your Facebook wall and they see you and everything you have posted, and if you got a bunch of negative stuff on there, pictures with nudity or profanity and stuff like that, they're going to be turned off, and you're going to potentially lose a customer or maybe even a new leader on your team as a result. And last but not least, guys, you don't want to do anything that your target market wouldn't like. Again, like I said, I don't post political stuff anymore. Last year I was very vocal about the election and how I felt about it and all of that, but I decided this year, because I didn't really understand Facebook back then as our marketing platform to grow my business, I understood back then as a social platform. That's why I was very vocal in my post about my beliefs and politics and all that stuff, and anything else that I felt strongly about. But if we're going to use it for business and marketing, we want to make sure that we have a profile, a Facebook wall that is popping, it's hot, it looks exciting. You want people to go there, man, this person is doing something. They look like they're going somewhere. I want to be, whatever they're doing, I want to be a part of it. And that's what you want to remember when it comes to Facebook. So let's talk about how we can change our Facebook profile to make it rock, or basically make it more attractive to the people that we're looking for. So again, as always, I've said this many times, make sure that you know and understand who your target market is. We're going to talk a little bit more about that and how to find your target market here in just a few minutes. The next thing is you want to change your profile photo if necessary, meaning that because you want to have a great profile picture, one of you and only you with a big smile on your face. Because again, you want people to, when people click on to go to your profile page, you want them to, or your Facebook wall, basically the same thing. Facebook profile, Facebook wall, just interchangeable words. You want them to see your pleasant smile. You want them to say, hey, this is someone who looks happy, who looks like someone I'd like to connect with. So make sure it's a picture of only you, not you and your spouse. And I know that means you might have to change your picture. So find a great picture, a picture that really does justice for you and shows you in a great light. You don't have anything in your picture that might be distracting. You know, if you got a picture, you make sure that whatever you're standing behind isn't taken away from you. The focus should be on you and your beautiful smile, so that people go, man, this is someone I want to connect with. You also want to take a look at your cover photo. Your cover photo is that kind of rectangular picture that sits at the top of your Facebook wall and profile. It sits kind of behind your profile pic. That's called your cover photo. You want to make sure that that picture is something that lets people know what you're all about, right? I mean, you know, for me, it's my family. You know, some people, maybe if for you, if you're in the travel, maybe some picture of you on the beach or something that lets people know this is who you're all about. This is what excites you. This is what's important to you. Make sure it's all about you. You might even want to hire someone to create a great cover photo for you, right? Or you can even do it yourself. For example, the cover photo that I used for our 5-day crash course group cover photo, I created myself using a website called Canva.com, but I've used Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com many times to hire professional designers for as little as $5 to create an image for you, or a flyer, or a postcard. This is a great website for finding people who are typically working from home all over the world, who are experts at designing things, everything from websites to cards to pictures to images to Facebook cover photos, whatever you need. And just keep that in mind as well. And then, of course, the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your About Me section of your Facebook profile or your Facebook wall is inviting, right? So you might want to change some of this stuff up. I know you've probably got in there your name, where you went to school, and what you do for a living and all this stuff. And again, all that's fine, but again, we're talking about marketing our products and services. So we want to let people know that we want to look like we are someone that they want to connect with, meaning that we want to look like we're someone they want to know about. And let's say, you know, for example, if you check out my Facebook wall, I put that I'm a dad, I'm a marketer, I'm a trainer, because that's who I am. You know, I'm a believer. I'm very serious about my faith. And so you're going to list in your Facebook about page who you are, but you don't want to put again, name of your company, what you do, even your level with the company. I know it makes you feel good, but again, we're talking about people don't care about that stuff until they get to know you, right? Once you get to know them and they connect with that person, then you can let them know what level you are, the company you're with, and all that stuff. And in the beginning, you're just trying to get someone to say, hey, this person seems like someone I want to connect with because we have some things in common, right? And the last thing you want to do, guys, when it comes to your Facebook profile is remove all the crap from your wall or from your profile. You know, all those, your thread of posts, anything that's crap, any links about your company promotions, logos, all that stuff. Unless you have been getting a ton of traffic from it, a ton of leads, and a ton of sales, and a ton of recruits from it, I'd encourage you, if you have, and you can know that because you get a lot of likes, a lot of shares, or people can inbox you because of that post. You know, get rid of the stuff that's again going to allow people to just go to Google and find out everything about you. And if other people are posting on your wall, you know, delete those posts, those negative posts. I had a nephew of mine who was posting something on my wall, and I don't guess he was tagging me in his post, but he was using profanity and showing horrible pictures and stuff like that. And I just had to unfollow him so that his stuff wouldn't show up on my Facebook profile, my Facebook wall. So again, guys, that's one of the things I want to talk. So now let's talk about how we can use Facebook for marketing purposes. We talked about how to set what are the do's and don'ts of Facebook, how to set your profile up in a way that it's attractive. But now let's talk about how to use Facebook for marketing purposes. You know, yesterday we talked about some curiosity posts that you can post that will make people curious about what you do and some of the products and services and ways that you can help them in a way that will make them reach out to you. Several of you decided to put up some curiosity posts and got some responses. I know that Arnisha Murphy, who's part of the group, in fact, I'm going to post her post to give everybody an example of what she did. So congratulations, Arnisha, for not just taking the training, but actually doing something with it. I know others of you have done it as well. So now let's talk about how do we find these people that we want to connect with? How do we network on Facebook the same way that we would network with people, our friends, family, people that we know. I know offline, one of the things that I was always told by my mentors is, hey, you want to go where the people are, because we're in a people business. So I was always encouraged to go, maybe take a class with people in a subject that I enjoy. That way I can meet people who also enjoy that thing. Maybe take a class. I want to be a better public speaker, so I ended up taking a Toastmasters course, right? Because other people who take Toastmasters also want to learn how to be better public speakers. And I figured if people want to be public speakers like me, we have something in common, and I can meet people there that I can potentially prospect about my service and my business opportunity. Today, there's a great website called meetup.com, which is basically a website of thousands of different interests. You can find meetup groups all over the world with people from every interest, everything from knitting to business networking to travel to singles to couples. I mean, any interest that you might have, meetup.com is a great website to go find people in your local area, even in different parts of the country. If you're traveling, to find people who may have a similar interest that you have. So that's how that's kind of an offline strategy. Well, let's talk about how we can use Facebook to do the same thing. You may not know this, but if you click on the home button next to your name on your Facebook profile, you'll probably see that down here at the bottom, you'll see this thing called, it says add. Every one of you, Facebook has a tool called the Audience Insights tool that any one of us can use. So you click on ads, and you might have to create a Facebook ad account, which is pretty simple. It's free to do. And then it'll open up what they call the Facebook's Ads Manager, as you see right here. And once you get there, it's taking a sec to load. You want to click on this little thing up here, the little hamburger they call it, the three little lines. You click on it. And then right under plan, you'll see this thing here that says Audience Insights. You click on that, and this is a fantastic tool to help you understand a little bit more about your target market. Again, you need to have some idea of who your target market is so that you can utilize this tool effectively. So you just want to click here on everyone on Facebook, because that's what we're going to be looking for, and you want to create a new audience, right? So it says create new audience, and you can choose the location. So the only thing on the left-hand side here that you don't want to change any of this stuff, obviously, unless you're outside the United States, unless you're specifically looking for a certain age group. But for the most part, the only thing you're going to need to change or even mess with is this one here, the interest. So you want to, if this isn't already drop down, click to where it says interest, and where it says the little plus sign interest, you want to type in your target market. Let's say, for example, you are into travel. I don't have a travel business. I'm not involved in the travel business, but if I was, I could type travel. And what will happen is, in fact, let me just show it to you without entering travel. Here is what the demographics are right now, just on Facebook. There's 150 million to 200 million active monthly people on Facebook. It says here that 54% of them are women, 46% of them are men, and this is kind of the age demographic. So it gives you a lot of information about who the people are on Facebook. It lets you know what their lifestyle is. They have, most of them say they have an active lifestyle. Again, all this information is provided by us to Facebook, and they track and keep track of all this information for us. Let you know what their relationship status is. You find that almost 50% of the people, in fact, 49% of the people on Facebook say they're married. Most of them have a college education, 62% of them. And then it tells you what their job title is and all this stuff. This is everyone. This is everyone on Facebook, and everyone on Facebook is not your target market. Only you know specifically who you're looking for your product, service, or business opportunity. Again, I use travel as an example. Let me tell you, I decided, based upon the coaching I received from my social media coach, that I want to focus on people who are in my industry. I'm in the industry of network marketing, so I'm going to type network marketing here, right? And there it is right there. Hit enter. And now it's going to change the demographics. So now there are 300 to 350,000 monthly active people on Facebook who are interested in network marketing. It tells me most of them are women. 46% of them are men, 28% are men. And if I scroll down a little bit, it'll tell me even more about them. Again, they kind of fit the same Facebook profiles. But here's the key. So you want to click on here where it says page likes, and it's going to tell you what they're interested in on Facebook. So if I'm looking for people who are in network marketing, these are some of the groups or pages that I might want to go to find the people that I'm looking for. Same thing with you. Obviously, Network Marketing Pro, Eric Worre, I have this book. I shared it with you the other day. Obviously, I want to go to his page, right, and I'll find people there who are in network marketing, who like network marketing, and I can connect with them there. Again, you may not want to target network marketers. You might, like I'm doing, but which is fine because there's, as you can see, there's 350,000 active monthly users on Facebook who are in network marketing. So we're not going to run out of people. But again, you can find that. So let's keep scrolling down here. This is just the categories. Success Magazine is another one. So these are the different Facebook pages that are likely to be relevant to your audience based on Facebook page likes. Obviously, Network Marketing Pro, Ray Higgin is another network marketer. This guy is a kind of a social media, internet marketing network marketer, so he'd be someone I really want to find out more about. Sarah Robbins, Kate Mache, Sonia Stinger, Smarter Networker, Darren Hardy, obviously the owner of Success Magazine, Melanie Duncan, Danny Johnson, Les Brown, obviously. So again, if I were to click on one of these folks, it's going to take me, if I click on Les Brown, it's going to take me to Les Brown's page. So, and I can, when I get to Les Brown's page, I can see the different posts that Les Brown makes. And if you remember in the blog post article that I shared with you guys a couple of days ago, a smart way to do is we to go in here, and again, not spam this group with your company, product, service, or business opportunity, but go in here and like and comment on the posts that Les Brown and others in their group are making. So this is where, look, Les Brown posted this an hour ago. It's a live train, 3-day live train that he did in Florida, and there's 46 people here who've already liked it, right? And as you go down, here's another post. 140 people have liked it, 11 people have shared it, and there's 4 people who've commented on it. So you might check out these comments. And if any of these comments sound interesting to you, you can like them, right? Which is I'll go and like them, and you can even comment on them. Obviously, you want to be sincere, so check out the posts, right? It's all of us that need to grow continuously in our lives. Read the post, and if you agree with the post, if you like the post, if you got something out of the post, then you want to make a comment that's relevant to the post, and let Les Brown know, or anyone who's commented on Les Brown's post, know that you like the information, you agree with them, you like their comment, and we'll talk about it tomorrow how to really connect with those people. But I just want to share with you guys how to find people in your target audience, because you might be a mom. Maybe I know, for example, that Arnisha Murphy, who's in our group I was talking about earlier, she's a stay-at-home mom with a little toddler, and she wants to build her network marketing business from home because she doesn't have the luxury to get out and about and prospect people and go to meetings and all that stuff on a daily basis, because she's got a little, I think, 1 or 2 year old child at home. So, but she might want to target stay-at-home moms. So that would be another interest that you might want here. So this is a great little tool, guys, and there are tons of videos and things out there. And if you have, and we can talk more about this later in the group if you got questions, and we can get into it more. But I just want to share with you, this is where you can find your target audience, and then you can go there, and it tells you what they like, and I deleted that interest already. So anyway, guys, that's really what I wanted to share with you today. And just remember that Facebook is a social media platform, yes, but it's also a marketing and advertising platform. So we should utilize some of the same tools that the top advertisers and marketers and companies all over the world are using, like the Audience Insight tool, the free Audience Insight tool that I just shared with you, so that you can use that to benefit you and your business. Now, again, we're not going to be running ads, so to speak, but we do want to find out where our target market hangs out, what they like, and go where they are. And you want to hang out where your target market hangs out, and you want to engage people in conversations in those groups or where they hang out. Because again, people like themselves. So anyway, that's today's training. Hopefully you got some value out of it. If you liked it, leave a comment below. But again, as always, don't just take the information, do something with it and put it into action, and then let us know how it's working out for you and what you found out, what insights and aha and light bulb moments happen for you as a result of it. So thanks so much for being on today's training. We'll see you tomorrow where we talk in depth about how do we communicate and engage those people in those groups. What do we say to them specifically when they comment back on us? You know, how do we follow them? Do we friend them? How do we get people to start coming to us for the business? So that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Looking forward to tomorrow's day 4 training. We're almost done, just 2 more days. And thanks for watching the training there. Bye-bye, guys.